A local music producer is in the national spotlight after organizing a fundraiser to combat Asian hate. Will Yip is a Grammy-nominated music producer and Temple graduate who is based out of Conshohocken. His current studio is the former home of Rough House Records, who represented artists like the Fugees and Cypress Hill. He's worked with big artists including Lauryn Hill, Philly's own Beanie Siegel, Panic at the Disco, The Fray. I mean, so many more. The list goes on.
Will reached out to his friends in the music business and they responded and got so many donations that each raffle winner will receive dozens of prizes. That's on top of eBay musical instrument sales. Will has raised more than, listen to this. The original idea, and we bring Will up so we can see his face while we talk about it. Hi, Will.
Hey guys, how are you?
Good morning.
I want to see your face because I think originally you thought you could make about $15,000. After you sold all these raffle tickets, how much did you make?
We closed at over $128,000.
Oh my God! What was your reaction to that? I mean,
I was blown away. I was blown away. You know, I didn't have any expectations. I just wanted to help. I just wanted to help the cause. I just wanted to help the Asian community. I just want to help bring awareness to the issue, to the racism, to these, you know, these scary attacks that's going towards the Asian community.
Yeah.
And when, you know, my original goal was $15,000 for this fundraiser, that got smashed in the first hour of it, you know, when we launched it. So, you know, I'm so grateful for our musical community that stood in solidarity with us in the Asian community.
I don't think people are surprised, Will, because of the things that were donated by your music friends. A Stratocaster?
Yeah, a few guitars. It actually all started with, I called my manager, you know, when this was happening. I was like, I wanted to do something. Let's do a fundraiser. And I was like, what if I raffle some of my stuff? I have all this stuff. I have all these guitars and drums. And I was like, yeah, let me raffle off this Fender guitar I had that Fender gave me. I called up Fender, my rep at Fender, and I was like, dude, is it cool if I raffle off this guitar? He was like, no. We want to be a part of this. We want to donate. Let us donate a few guitars. We want to be a part of this cause. So I was so honored and proud, and I was proud of the people I work with too, because it meant the world to me.
At one moment, 'cause you mentioned that a couple times, you said you wanted to do something. You felt like you had to do something. Of course, we know that this is nothing new, what's been happening to the Asian American community. But we know that it's increased recently. At what point, and what was it, the moment for you where you said, you know what, I have to do something, I have to get out there?
It's, you know, the growing attacks, the growing violence towards the Asian community last year has been so scary. And it really was hearing about all the elderly getting attacked for no reason, defenseless elderly getting attacked that didn't have a voice. You know, most of them don't even speak English, you know. And when I hear about 60-year-old a female Asian getting beat up on the street, getting stabbed on the street, the first thing was I was thinking about my mother, you know. And when I called my mom just to check on her, to say, hey, maybe you should be careful going out by yourself, that messed me up. You know, that really messed me up. And I was like, I had to do something, you know. People aren't talking about enough, just like, you know, a lot of our issues with racism in our country towards all POC. And I felt like I have a small platform and it's time to use it. You know, I've never been a particularly loud person because my goal has been always to fit in, in the music world, fit in at school, fit in at wherever business I was working at. But, you know, now I just had to be a little louder. I have to help the people that don't have a voice, you know, have a bit of a voice and spread the awareness, and hopefully that'll lead to more understanding of each other.
Well, remind everybody how your mom and dad, I'm sure you get emotional when you talk about your mom and the struggle they went through just to get to the United States.
Yeah, their goal was to have a better life for their next generation, for us. And you know, they're from mainland China, and in the 70s they literally swam to Hong Kong, to refuge in Hong Kong, so that they could make their way over here with nothing but the clothes on their backs. You know, they swam over here without a dime. Swam to Hong Kong without a dime. Flew over here with the help of our family that was already over here. And yeah, started a life with nothing over here, just with hopes. And that's what makes it sad, is that, that was, 50 years ago, or yeah, that was close to 50 years ago. And racism is still an issue. It's still such an issue here, obviously. And so the more that this happens, the more that the conversations happen, is hopefully the quicker that our society will evolve positively.
And thanks to work for people like you.
That's
I'm
right.
sure your mother's very proud about what you've done.
I hope so.
Nicely done, Will.
Yes.
Great,
It was
thank
nice
you.
to meet you.
And by the way,
Great to meet you guys.
Hey, the people that won all this stuff, do they know? Have they been notified that they won?
They were notified late last night, and they were ecstatic. One were like, it's like winning a car. And I'm like,
it is.
I hope you enjoy it. So.
Wow. Thank you again.
Yes, thank you.
Great. Thank you for this.
We'll come back.